Now, if you're a fan of heavy American iron rumbling across open fields, you're in for a treat. Today, we're going to count down the 10 biggest American tractors of the last decade. We'll explore their raw horsepower, advanced engineering, and the nostalgic threads that connect them to the legendary machines of the 1900s. Let's kick it off with a well-loved John Deere. Number 10 is the John Deere 9570R. It was introduced in 2015. The first entry on our list is that John Deere 9570R. Now, this four-wheel drive powerhouse boasts a 13.5-liter PowerTech engine delivering about 570 horsepower, making it one of the mightiest machines in John Deere's 9R lineup at the time. Its robust frame and advanced hydraulics let farmers pull some of the largest implements across vast fields, from plowing to seeding and everything in between. John Deere, with roots dating back to 1837, is no stranger to building iconic tractors. Many folks remember the two-cylinder Johnny Poppers from the 1900s, and the brand's signature green and yellow paint job has become synonymous with American agriculture. Fast forward to the 21st century, and the 9570R has carried that storied legacy forward, offering an updated command view cab for operator comfort, cutting-edge digital controls, and improved fuel efficiency. A highlight of the 9570R is John Deere's precision agriculture technology, which includes integrated guidance and telematics. These systems allow real-time data transfer and remote management, a far cry from the simpler setups of the mid-1900s. On the operational side, farmers often praise the 9570R for its reliability and ease of maintenance, supported by John Deere's extensive dealership network. Now, although John Deere has introduced even larger models since then, the 9570R played a pivotal role in modernizing the brand's 9R series for the demands of large-scale row crop and small grain farming. It's not just a big hunk of metal, it's a symbol of how far American tractor technology has come since the days of horse-drawn plows. For anyone who grew up around John Deere equipment, this model feels like stepping onto a futuristic version of the machines that we once admired in glossy catalogs. It's proof that even after nearly 2 centuries in the business, John Deere still knows how to build a showstopper. Number 9 is the Challenger MT975E. Next up is the Challenger MT975E, a true giant in the AGCO stable that emerged in 2015. Packing around 600 horsepower from its 16.8-liter AGCO power engine, this four-wheel drive tractor doesn't just look the part, it acts it. The MT900E series was Challenger's answer to the evolving demands of large acre farmers who needed both raw power and advanced technology under one massive hood. Challenger traces its lineage back to the Caterpillar brand, which revolutionized track-type tractors in the early 1900s. While the bright yellow paint job is a nod to Caterpillar's heritage, the MT975E is all about modern efficiency. It includes a spacious cab equipped with touchscreen controls for everything from hydraulic settings to engine performance monitoring. Like other AGCO products, it integrates precision farming solutions that make tasks such as row guidance and variable rate application more accurate than ever. One interesting aspect is its differential steering system, which helps deliver all that engine power smoothly to the ground. Maneuvering a giant like this might seem daunting, but operators report that the machine is surprisingly nimble for its size. The robust frame and articulation design are built to handle extreme pulling conditions, including heavy tillage and deep ripping, allowing large-scale farmers to cover more ground in less time. The MT975E also symbolizes AGCO's push into bigger horsepower segments, offering fierce competition to other American giants in the tractor world. For anyone who grew up seeing Caterpillar dozers carving out highways, the Challenger line feels like the brand's farming cousin, built tough, sporting that classic yellow, and always ready to conquer the next field. Number 8 is the versatile 610DT. Now we come to the versatile 610DT, which is part of the brand's Delta Track series that rolled out around 2016. With 610 horsepower provided by a turbocharged Cummins QSX15 engine, it's clear that Versatile wasn't messing around when designing this tractor. The 610DT's defining feature is its 4-track system, which aims to distribute weight evenly and minimize ground compaction, something large-scale operations truly appreciate. Versatile, headquartered in Winnipeg but long associated with American agriculture through partnerships and U.S. sales, has a storied history dating back to the 1960s. Its big, bold tractors garnered a loyal following among North American farmers looking for a no-frills reliability and ample horsepower. Many still recall the iconic red, yellow, and black machines from the late 1900s that made Versatile a household name in a lot of rural communities. The Delta track line took Versatile's reputation for power and then added modern flair, advancing hydraulic flow, a comfortable cab with user-friendly controls, and integrated precision farming technology. Operators often note the tractor's smooth ride, thanks to those wide rubber tracks, and its ability to pull massive implements in softer, hilly terrain. Under the hood, you'll find robust engineering built for grueling tasks like deep ripping and heavy tillage. Plus, routine maintenance is relatively straightforward, which is a good nod to Versatile's legacy of building farmer-friendly machines. The 610 DT also stands as a testament to how the brand evolved from simpler four-wheel drives of the 70s and 80s, incorporating new-edge technology without losing the core traits that made Versatile a favorite. In short, the Versatile 610 DT is a beast designed to cover large acres quickly and efficiently, with a track system that's as easy on the ground as it is on your back. And for those that appreciate a bit of old-school toughness with their new-school tech, the 610 DT, it fits the bill perfectly. Number 7 is a John Deere 9620R. Now, at number 7, we got the John Deere 9620R, launched in 2015 as the brand's top-tier four-wheel drive offering at the time. With a 620-horsepower Cummins QSX-15 engine under its elongated hood, yes, John Deere enlisted Cummins for this one, the tractor is built to tackle the biggest tasks in modern farming. Whether you're pulling an air seeder across thousands of acres or handling deep tillage, the 9620R can handle it with ease. And despite the partnership with Cummins for the power plant, everything else about the 9620R screams classic John Deere, especially that unmistakable green and yellow color scheme that's been an American staple since the early 1900s. Step inside the Command View 3 cab and you'll find a digital command center that puts everything from GPS guidance to engine diagnostics at your fingertips. This is a big leap from the simpler dashboards of older John Deere four-wheel drives, reflecting the technological strides that the company has made. Farmers often cite the 9620R's robust frame and axle configuration as key to its performance in challenging soil conditions. Its hydraulic capacity is really impressive, allowing for the operation of multiple high-demand implements. Another highlights its integrated precision technology, like auto-track guidance, which not only boosts efficiency but also reduces operator fatigue. Maintenance and service also see improvements, with easily accessible checkpoints and an onboard diagnostic system that helps identify issues before they escalate. Though the 9620R is a modern juggernaut, it still brings a hint of nostalgia for anyone who's grown up seeing that leaping Deere logo across American fields. It's like a futuristic cousin to the old John Deere 4020, a bigger, badder, and far more high-tech version of the brand's timeless commitment to reliable farm equipment. Number 6 is the versatile Delta Track 620. Moving on to number 6, we return to the versatile stable with the Delta Track 620, introduced around 2022. This tractor ramps up the power to a whopping 620 horsepower, courtesy of a Cummins X15 engine, placing it firmly in the upper echelons of modern farming machinery. Known for its distinctive four-track system, the Delta Track 620 aims to bring maximum traction and minimal soil compaction, a critical balance for high-yield farming. Versatile's brand identity has always been about straightforward power, dating back to the 1960s when it released some of the most affordable articulated four-wheel drive tractors. The Delta Track 620 embodies that heritage, but updates it with features like advanced telematics for remote monitoring and an improved suspension system that will smooth out the ride on rough terrain. Operators who have tested this beast often comment on how comfortably and steadily it handles, even when hauling heavy tillage implements through moist soil. Inside, you'll find an upgraded cab environment that pairs old-school durability with modern tech. A large high-resolution monitor provides data on everything from engine performance to real-time tracking of field operations. There's also integrated auto-steering technology, a huge time saver for large acre farms needing precise row management. Versatile's approach is to keep controls intuitive, so anyone familiar with older Versatile models won't be overwhelmed by a sea of complicated electronics. From a maintenance standpoint, the Delta Track 620, it sticks to its brand reputation for accessibility. Daily service checks are pretty straightforward, with easy-to-reach filters and fluid ports. In essence, it's a natural evolution of Versatile's muscle-bound machines from the 70s and 80s, just now armed with 21st century innovations. Now, if you want a tractor that marries nostalgia for the iconic Versatile name with the raw power and sophistication required in modern agriculture, the Delta Track 620 certainly fits the bill. It's big, bold, and brimming with capability. Number 5 is the Case IH Stiger 620. Taking the 5th spot is the Case IH Stiger 620, a flagship model of the Stiger series that's first appearing around 2014 in our history books, clocking in at 620 peak horsepower, courtesy of a 12.9-liter FPT, or Fiat Powertrain Technologies engine. This tractor stands among the most powerful four-wheel drive machines that Case IH ever has produced. If you're looking for muscle, the Stiger 620 is ready to flex. Case IH traces its origins back to the merger of International Harvester and J.I. Case in the 80s. Though both brands originated back in the 1800s. Throughout the 1900s, though, most farmers knew the red paint of International Harvester and the flamboyant styling of J.I. Case. The Stiger brand itself was once an independent company founded in the 50s, best known for pioneering articulated four-wheel drive tractors. Now, when these legacies combine, the result was a line of durable, high-horsepower machines that carry forward an American tradition of heavy-duty engineering. Beyond raw power, the Stiger 620 features the Surveyor cab, equipped with an ergonomic seat, touchscreen monitor, and integrated guided solutions. The user-friendly layout helps reduce fatigue, which is a big deal when you're working long hours during planting or harvest season. The tractor's hydraulic system offers multiple remotes and impressive flow rates, accommodating everything from large planters to high-capacity grain carts. Another hallmark is the Stiger AccuGuide's auto guidance and advanced telematics, which provide real-time data to help farmers make informed decisions on the go. Now, while it's undoubtedly a leap forward in technology, the Stiger 620 also tips its hat to older generations of Stigers, maintaining that iconic articulated frame and tough-as-nails build quality. All in all, it's a perfect blend of heritage and innovation, standing tall in any field that it roams. Number 4 is the Big Bud 640. Now, rolling in at number 4 is the resurrected legend, the Big Bud 640, introduced in 2023. For decades, Big Bud was synonymous with monster tractors, thanks in large part to the iconic Big Bud 747 from the late 1970s. Now the brand has returned under the management of Big Equipment Company in Havre, Montana, delivering a modern behemoth that's still proudly American-made. With a 16-liter Cat engine pushing around 640 horsepower, this new Big Bud model is designed for heavy pulling, from deep tillage to large-scale land leveling. Unlike many of its high-tech competitors, the Big Bud 640 sticks to a simpler mechanical philosophy, which appeals to farmers who value ease of maintenance and straightforward repairs. The tractor's robust frame is built to endure punishing field conditions, echoing the brand's old-school reputation for durability. Now, while it may not come with all the digital bells and whistles found on other models, it doesn't skimp on core necessities like dependable hydraulics, a comfortable cab, and optional GPS guidance add-ons. The new Big Bud also aims to recapture the cultural impact its predecessors had. Back in the 1900s, Big Bud machines were the talk of farming communities, with some still operating today in fields across the country. This modern 640 version stirs the same nostalgia for raw, unbridled power, only now with improved efficiency and updated ergonomics. For those who grew up hearing tales of the original Big Bud giants, seeing this tractor in action is a trip down memory lane, combined with the promise of 21st century reliability. In a world increasingly dominated by proprietary software and complex electronics, the Big Bud 640 stands out as a throwback to a time when brute force and simple mechanics were king. It's proof that sometimes bigger really is better. Number 3 is the Case IH AFS Connect Stiger 620. Sliding into third place is the Case IH AFS Connect Stiger 620, introduced in 2020 as an evolution of the already formidable Stiger lineup, offering up to, you guessed it, 620 horsepower from its 12.9-liter FPT engine. This model doubles down on high-tech features and connectivity, hence the AFS Connect moniker. It's designed for large-scale operations that demand both raw pulling power and advanced data-driven management tools. Case IH's heritage spans back to the 1800s, but it wasn't until the latter half of the 1900s that Stiger became a household name for rugged four-wheel drive tractors. The AFS Connect Stiger 620 continues that tradition of sturdiness while laying on a sophisticated electronic architecture. The new display interface offers improved graphics and touch responsiveness, making it easier than ever to adjust settings for hydraulics, engine performance, and even remote software updates. One standout feature is the machine's connectivity suite, which allows operators or farm managers to monitor real-time metrics like fuel consumption and location from anywhere with internet access. This could be a game changer for multi-location farms or custom operators who juggle multiple tractors at once. Coupled with AccuGuide auto guidance, the AFS Connect Stiger 620 delivers centimeter-level steering accuracy, reducing input costs and boosting field efficiency. Underneath all that cutting-edge tech, you'll still find the classic Stiger articulation, heavy-duty axles, a robust frame design that farmers have relied on for decades. The cab's built with operator comfort all in mind, which is great. Featuring enhanced climate control and quieter work environment. This blend of old-school brawn and modern intelligence positions the AFS Connect Stiger 620 as a top-tier choice for farmers needing the best of both worlds. For many, it's a perfect reminder that even in an age of precision farming and digital dashboards, the spirit of these original Stiger beasts lives on. Only now it's turbocharged by technology. Number 2 is the John Deere 9RX 640. Securing our runner-up spot is the John Deere 9RX 640, introduced in 2021 as the high-horsepower track variant in an updated 9 Series lineup. Under the hood, you'll find a 15-liter Cummins X15 engine dishing out about 640 horsepower, marking a significant step forward for John Deere's track tractors. The 9RX 640's 4-track configuration offers better flotation and traction than traditional wheel setups, especially useful when dealing with challenging soil conditions or steep inclines. It's remarkable to see how far John Deere has come since its 2-cylinder machines of the early 1900s. The brand has consistently aimed to push the boundaries of innovation, and the 9RX 640 is no exception. The command center display inside the cab offers advanced guidance, implement control, and real-time machine health monitoring. Meanwhile, the redesigned cab features improved visibility and comfort, so operators can stay productive hour after hour. One of the 9RX 640's hallmarks is the high-tech approach to agriculture. John Deere's precision farming solutions, like their JD Link connectivity, let farmers track their tractor's performance from a smartphone or laptop, meaning immediate alerts for potential issues, more efficient route planning, and even remote diagnostics by the dealership. It's a world away from the simpler mechanics that farmers dealt with just a few decades ago. Though it's thoroughly modern, the 9RX 640 still exudes that classic John Deere DNA. From the signature color scheme to the emphasis on reliability, farmers who have tested this tractor often mention its immense pulling capacity and stability, particularly when working in wet or uneven fields. If you love the roar of a massive engine paired with the refined control of a cutting-edge system, the 9RX 640 is your tractor. It's a shining example of how John Deere continues to honor its past while forging the future of American farming. And number 1 is the New Holland T9 700. Finally, claiming our top spot is the New Holland T9 700. Unveiled around 2016, this colossal 4-wheel drive tractor boasts up to 682 peak horsepower from its 13-liter FPT engine, making it one of the most powerful production tractors currently offered by an American manufacturer. If you need to pull giant tillage equipment or cover massive acreage in minimal time, the T9 700 is built for the job. New Holland's roots stretch back to the early 1900s in Pennsylvania, and over the decades, the company merged with Ford tractor operations and later became part of C&H Industrial. This rich lineage is reflected in the T9 700's design, which balances modern flair with the brand's long-standing commitment to efficiency and reliability. From the outside, the signature blue color could spark memories of the classic Ford New Holland tractors that many American farmers relied on in the late 1900s. Step inside to the spacious cab, and you're going to find the Sidewinder 2 armrest, a user-friendly interface that places all key controls, throttle, transmission, hydraulics, all within easy reach. The IntelliView touchscreen offers everything from guidance controls to performance stats, so you're always in the loop about how your machine is running. Meanwhile, New Holland's Precision Land Management, or PLM suite, helps farmers optimize their field work, from planting right through to harvest. Now, one standout feature is the high-capacity hydraulics, which can handle multiple implements simultaneously, boosting productivity for large operations. The Comfort Ride cab suspension also helps reduce operator fatigue, a crucial consideration when you're clocking long hours in the field. For maintenance, the T9700's design allows relatively easy access to service points, reflecting New Holland's farmer-friendly ethos. Overall, the T9700 is a testament to how New Holland has evolved from its early 20th century beginnings, combining raw power, advanced electronics, and that familiar blue heritage into a modern-day field titan. And that's why it sits at number 1 on our list of the biggest American tractors of the last decade. All right, folks, that wraps up our countdown of the 10 biggest American tractors of the last decade. From old-school beasts reborn to cutting-edge giants, these machines prove that farming is more than just a job. It's a passion deeply rooted in American history. Hey, these tractors show how far we've come, yet they still remind us of the grit and ambition that shaped the 1900s. We hope you found this video helpful, and if you did enjoy it, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more in-depth breakdowns of the biggest, baddest equipment around.